Mission Log 00. We have officially been tasked with acquiring a human specimen without being noticed and researching possible methods of assassination for possible future gain. Mission Log 01. We have finally acquired a human specimen. They seem to be in top condition, perfect for experimentation. We were able to track an emergency beacon to an escape pod. Apparently, the ship was destroyed due to an error in the navigational computer. As such, it has been determined that no one would notice the human missing and be able to link it to us in any possible way. This is a perfect specimen. Even though the human is due for experimentation on possible assassination attempts, other crew members posed ethical concerns with the treatment of the human. It is majority opinion that while we are not performing experimentation, we should treat the human as an honored guest. They will die soon, regardless, so as captain of this vessel, I saw no issues. I gave my captains quarters to the human and informed them that they are not to roam about the vehicle. The human happily agreed. Mission Log 02. It is well known that humans prefer a high nitrogen, low oxygen atmosphere. This is because their bodies turn oxygen into a chemical that is poisonous to them. Thus, we attempted to change the atmosphere composition within their chamber to be mostly oxygen. Results. The humans seemed to be more energized than normal. There were no observable negative side effects, even after several days of continual exposure. Conclusion. This is not a viable form of assassination. Mission Log 03. Humans should prefer a high nitrogen atmosphere. However, results of the previous experiment displayed that humans are able to survive in low nitrogen environments. Thus, suffocating humans is not a viable method of assassination. We attempted to add other elements to their atmosphere and measure the results. Keeping the high oxygen atmosphere, we added additional helium, carbon, methane, and xenon to their atmosphere. We explained to the human that there was an issue without atmospheric generator and that we resolved the issue in order to lessen suspicion. Results. The human displayed mild symptoms, but nothing that is not considered otherwise normal for their species. The only noticeable symptoms formed were a change in voice pitch. Helium caused higher-pitched voices, xenon caused lower-pitched voices. The human found this somewhat comedic. Conclusion. This is not a viable form of assassination. Mission Log 04. After concluding that altering the atmosphere is not a valid method of assassination, we then sought a more direct method. Thus, we turned to a chemical that is banned from production across all galactic chamber members, the most potent poison known to the galaxy. We attempted to add alcohol to the human's drinks. We attempted various amounts. Most species find 1/100th of a ml to be a lethal dose. If it does not kill them, it will leave them severely damaged. The goal of this experiment is to find the minimum lethal dose for a human. Thus we began at 1/100th of the normal lethal dose and increased the dosage appropriately. Results. At first, the human saw no noticeable difference. As we approached adding 40 ml, more than 4,000x, the galactic lethal dose, the human was able to determine that the drink contained alcohol and asked for more. After giving the human more than 100 ml of alcohol, their attitude and personality began to change in noticeable ways. They became less conscious of their actions. After 1,000 ml, we began to deny the human more alcohol. The next day, the human awoke with a mild headache and had trouble remembering the events of the night before. They apologized for destroying several items in their bedchamber. Conclusion: do not give humans alcohol. Mission Log 05. Crew morale is suffering, as the human proves to be exceptionally resilient to assassination attempts. The next attempt modified their gravity. It is a well-known fact that humans are able to withstand double their planet's natural gravity. We attempted to increase it to 4 times their natural gravity. Results: the human began exercising. They claimed that they felt weak and needed to build more muscle mass. A human that twice the strength of average is a terrifying monster, and it is a well-known fact that humans are able to build muscle mass very quickly. We immediately ended the experiment to avoid increasing the threat that the human displayed. The human asked us to return the gravity to high settings. We explained that it was a mistake and would be dangerous to do so. The human assured us that it would not, so we made up an excuse using galactic standards for regulating gravity to avoid a possible issue. Conclusion: increasing gravitational forces will only strengthen humans. Mission Log 06. At this point, the human had begun to get suspicious, as we had not come near any other signs of civilization yet. Wanting to avoid angering the human. Everyone knows what happens when you anger a human. We agreed to try one final drastic experiment. If it did not work, we would decide what to do next based on the human's reaction. We fully expected to have to eject the human out of the airlock. We attempted to directly kill the human using one of our new and upgraded handheld plasma generation devices. The device is built to deliver a concentrated dosage of electricity through plasma into the subject, causing multiple organ failure and heavily disrupting nervous activities. Result: after shocking the human, our device left a very slight mark on the human's forearm. The human asked to borrow the device. In a panic, the crew member accidentally dropped it into the human's hand. We expected the human to turn on us immediately and commandeer the vessel. Instead, the human began shocking itself more. It burned a mark onto its forearm that appeared as a human internal skull. However, it was in the shape of one of our heads. The human claimed this was a form of endearment. We knew it was a threat. Conclusion: humans don't know how to die. Mission Log 07. We returned the human back to the Human Alliance. Result: he complimented and thanked us for our kind treatment and wonderful hospitality. Conclusion: I quit. Understandable. Have a great day.